I'm going to be talking today about a speech generating device, how one of my clients uses it, some advantages and disadvantages, and then the type of client that it might be beneficial for. So the device I'm going to be talking about today is the Accent, and on the device is the Words for Life program. So it looks like this. Don't know if you can see the buttons very well, but it's a speech generating device, which means it speaks out loud. The vocabulary is grouped into categories. So all here on the front are the categories. And then as you press each category, a new page opens up with more vocabulary. I'll try to show you that. So if I click on the I button, it opens up a new page that also has I want on it. So then you could click I want, and then it would speak out loud. So it stores a lot of vocabulary because the pages change. And as you can see, there's some empty buttons on here. That's because this client does not have all of the vocabulary words opened right now. You can mask and unmask words to show them as you build the child's vocabulary. So this kiddo has some blanks on here, but you can see as you press something, it opens up a new page. You can press something else, it opens up another page. Then you can press the final button and you can press the sentence stripper here to have it repeat what it needs to say. So like I said, it's grouped by categories. As you open each page, it opens up more vocabulary. It can hold a lot of different vocabulary words, and it's pretty easy to add words as well to it by using this little USB that unlocks it, and you can add words or create new words that you're trying to teach your client. How my client uses it is for commanding, tacting, commenting, answering questions. He currently uses I want as his main kind of sentence starter. So he'll create something like he'll say, I want, and then he'll pick juice. I want juice. And make his sentence, and it's displayed up here at the top. He uses it to comment by saying that something's cold or something's loud. He uses it to answer questions by labeling items, things like that. So some advantages of this speech generating device is that it can be quite easy to add vocabulary to. So let's say you sit your kid down for snack time and there's pretzels there that day, and pretzels isn't a vocabulary word they have. It's very easy to add pretzels to the device, show them how to request it, and then they can continue to make requests throughout snack time. It's portable. It has this little handle on the top. It has a little stand. It comes with different cases if you want to change it up. It's easy for the communication partner to hear what's being said because it has the speech generating part, and so you don't have to be interpreting pictures like in a PEX or interpreting signs like in a sign language. It's pretty durable with the case on it. It can store a ton of vocabulary without getting bulky like a PEX book would. And you can customize it to your client's vocabulary. For instance, his friends' names and his mom and dad's name are all programmed into the device. So that's a nice customization. Some disadvantages of the Accent are that it can be pretty expensive. Insurance doesn't always cover it, and it can break, and the screen can shatter, and all those things would cost money to fix. It is portable, but it's also a little bit heavy. So like my client is in preschool, he's pretty tiny. So carrying it around sometimes can be a little bit cumbersome. If it breaks, the client doesn't have a communication device anymore. So it's best to use if you have some kind of backup, like a PEX system or something else so that they can still communicate. And then the other kind of difficulty I've come across with it is that when you have behavior technicians working with the client and they're trying to prompt the child how to ask for something, they need to know where the word is stored. And some of the pictures on the front can be a little tricky to figure out. So like you click on this elephant and under it is the word big. So you might not think to look there for that word. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to it so you can prompt the kiddo on how to use it. The type of client I would think it would be best for is someone who's able to kind of make a pointer finger to press the buttons or able to grasp something to point. The pictures are pretty small and close together, so someone with not great fine motor skills, it might be hard to press. Someone who can grasp the top of it to carry it around and has that strength, or you could put it onto a wheelchair, I suppose. You would want the client to be someone who's going to have a lot of vocabulary or learn a lot of vocabulary. There's other speech generating devices that have less pictures on them, that don't have the changing screens. So I think this would be best for a client who's going to expand their vocabulary and going to need this kind of device that can hold so much. I think it is also, in general, like speech generating devices, a good fit for a client who has unintelligible speech or not a lot of vocal speech, someone who can't understand, or they're not using a lot of words. This would be an easy way to communicate. So that's an overview with the words on it. Thank you.